guys, and welcome to my channel. This is the Franklin Foundations if you are new, and my name is Katie Mae Franklin. Today I'm going to be doing a question Q&A tag, whatever you want to call it, another one of those for you guys. Today's tag Q&A video is going to be the mom tag. Yeah, I've been a mom for going on 4 years now, and I'm surviving, so that is awesome. But this tag is actually 20 questions, so for the sake of not having a really long video, I'm gonna cut it into 2 parts. So you'll get the first half today and the other half whenever we're due for another video, Tuesday or Friday, whatever it falls on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's questions. Question number 1, how old were you when you had your first child? For those of you that do not know, my first child were children. I had twins and I was 18, literally like a week or 2 away from turning 19 whenever I had my boys. They were born on October 19th. My birthday is on November 4th, so you do the math, but I was basically 19, but technically I was 18. Number 2, what was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? Well, the first go around was carrying twins. 1 baby's hard, okay, but 2 babies is harder. And then the second time around with Ben, what was the hardest thing then was caring for those 2 toddlers while being pregnant. Thinking back about that, when I was pregnant with the twins, I didn't have to watch after nobody and I did not work, so it was pretty great. I just slept all the time and just chilled. Being pregnant with Ben while having 2 2-year-olds, whole different ball game. It's God that I made it through, honestly, if you want to be real. Number 3, can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months? Yes, I can, and it's one big thing. It's the fact that, hey, I get the blessing and the miracle that I have been able to carry this baby or babies to term, and when they were born, they were perfectly healthy, not a single issue. I came through good. I've been blessed with very healthy pregnancies. I mean, did I get sick? Oh yeah. Did I have heartburn? Oh yeah. But that's normal, and I didn't have any complications, so I count that as a blessing and something I was thankful for every single day. Number 4, in your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? For those of you that don't know, I had C-sections both times because my body just didn't want to do what it was supposed to do, so that's kind of just what had to be done. I carried my twins to 37.5 weeks, and the doctor said, why are you still pregnant? I said, I don't know. So we scheduled for a C-section, and then Ben, I was just done because I was wore out. The twins, you know, caring for them, everything, it was so hard. I was just like, if my body ain't gonna go into labor, let's get it done. My due date was July 9th. We scheduled for a C-section on July 4th, and we got it done and out of the way, and that's how it happened. But with C-sections, I was told, oh, you won't feel a thing. It's the easy way out. That is a lie from the pits. With my twins, pretty sure my spinal did not take. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I do shots and needles pretty darn well. Like, I don't even flinch. I don't know, even as a kid, I didn't cry. It just didn't bother me. That spinal tap, they had to stick me like 3 times because I wouldn't stop jumping with the twins, and I shed a tear. It really, really hurt. And then you go to Ben, okay, when I had Ben, they gave me the whole spinal, and I'm like, well, when are you gonna do it? They had already done it. I didn't feel a thing. And the funny thing is, looking back at how my C-section with the boys went, I was an absolute nervous wreck. Like, you guys, I prayed like, God, please comfort me, because I was terrified to have another C-section, to have Ben. But I didn't feel a thing. My C-section with Ben, my C-section with the twins, two totally different stories. So if you've had one C-section, you're about to have another, it can be better. I mean, it can. But then again, I was pregnant with twins, so that could have a lot to do with it. Number 5, would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? I would have liked to have tried to actually have my children the natural way, but my body just wasn't having it. So, I mean, in the circumstances, there's really not much I could have done differently than what I done. So I don't guess, unless God wanted to come down and make the dilation and all that start, because, you know, in my own hands, there was not much I could do. Number 6, what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? Get ready, because your life is about to change. I'm not gonna lie, it'll be probably one of the most painful things you ever do, but as soon as you hear that little baby cry, and as soon as you hold it, you'll forget all about it, and you'll be like, if you're like me, you'll be like, okay, so when can I have another? And y'all may call me crazy, but that was my reaction with Ben. Being pregnant with Ben, I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. God help me. But then I had him, and I'm like, it's sweet. It's so sweet. It's hard, but it's so sweet. It's the most rewarding thing you will ever do. So just get ready, because it's full on from here on out. There's no rest. It's here. Number 7, what has been the hardest thing about being a mom? Having your patience tried to the point you about to go check into a mental institution. That's the hardest thing. Advice for someone that just may never heard this: do not pray for patience. Don't do it unless you want the test to come. The thing is, I'll say all the time, God, I didn't ask for this, so why am I being tested so much? That's definitely the hardest thing, is your patience will be pushed to the max. Number 8, what has been the most rewarding thing about being a mom? Watching my babies grow, and watching them grow in the Lord, and the little things they pick up on are so sweet. Just the fact that you have created, I didn't create them, God created them, but the fact that you get the privilege to raise them, and they're just little yous, and your husband, they're just little, in my case, they're our little Frankies, and they're just so sweet, and they're us, and we get the privilege to raise them, to grow, to know, and love God, and that is just awesome, and I can't. And just the fact of whatever they're going to become, I'm tearing up, you guys. That you had, whatever God's going to shape and mold them to be, that you had an impression, and that you can say, you know, that's my baby. You know, I think about their futures, and I get so excited, and I get so tore up, because I know God's going to do great things, and I want to be there to see it happen and say, that's my baby boy, and hopefully one day that's my girl, you know, if the Lord sees willing. Only He knows. Number 9, what was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mom? That mama knows best. When I was a teenager and just like a kid, you know, you don't want to listen to your parents. And then once you become a mom, you're really surprised when you appreciate how much everything that your parents done was just because they loved you and they wanted the best for you. And you know, as a teenager, you don't say that. You're like, I know what's best. Then you become a parent, and you become worse than your parents, and you're just like already setting boundaries, and this kid's like 5 days old. But that was probably the most surprising thing, is seeing in light how much you appreciate your parents, because it's hard and it's not for the faint of heart. And there's a lot, especially in being a mother, there's a lot in that role that, I mean, there's so many names that go with a mother. And just the appreciation, you guys. Moms, I mean, God love them. Where would the world be without them? That's all I can say. Number 10, what is the best memory you have involving your child, or children in my case? My favorite memory ever was when my twins, Braxton and Braden, met baby Benji. It was the sweetest thing ever, you guys. Just seeing my babies become big brothers. Yes, I'm tearing up, I can't help it. And just the shock of, wow, look at this little person. And just seeing your children come together, that is just the sweetest thing ever. The video, I watch it and I cry because this is our family now. We're becoming a whole, and just seeing them become big brothers, and if we have another, watching Ben become a big brother and my boys become big brothers again, it's just the sweetest memory that I will ever have, and I thank God for it every day. But there is the first half of our mom tag Q&A. I will be filming the second half very shortly and have it up for you guys as well. If you want to answer these questions, go for it. I will leave it down in the description box below. Let me know if you relate to any of the answers that I have. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that little bell so you get notifications every time that I upload. But until next time, I'll see y'all then. Bye.